After losing a close friend to suicide, this Chicagoan knew that she had to take action. Using music and poetry, she's getting her community to open up about mental health issues. She's here to tell us all about it. Please welcome BreAnna Moss. Hi, BreAnna.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
So obviously your cause started from a very sad place because you had a friend who committed suicide. Did you see any warning signs at all?
So that wasn't my first friend, I would say, who committed suicide.
Oh, really?
But I would say this is the catalyst that kind of set that in motion. And it made me say, what is this thing that's causing this trigger, and why aren't we talking about it? Why aren't we comfortable to talk about it, and why is it affecting so many of us?
Right, so what did you discover?
I discovered that we had mental health problems and mental health conditions, and we were going to church and praying about it, but we weren't speaking to professionals about it, and we weren't finding really good methods to cope.
Right, and the friend that you said that actually touched you in the catalyst for you starting your organization, how long had you known him, and did you see anything? Because the point I'm trying to get to is that you never even saw a clue, right?
No, like we've been knowing each other for years. Like, I grew up with this person, and for me, they were like the light in the room. They would walk in the room, they would fill the room with joy, and you kind of brought all of your baggage to that person. And so for that to happen, it was kind of alarming and jarring. And it was a second instance, or a third instance even, that was like, why is this happening? Why are people seeking suicide? Or why couldn't you just tell me what happened, or tell me what was going on? And I found that there was a severe stigma, and I needed to find a way to mix music and the things that I do, like marketing and everything. How can I make this a bigger issue? And so I decided to mix music and the things of that nature, because they talk to different people, and music communicates throughout the country and internationally and everything. And so that was the best way to get the information out and make it fun and light.
Right, and you just recently had your first event too, October 20th. Tell me about that.
So my first event, honestly, I wasn't expecting to get such a response that I got. I was just like, let me just get folks in the room, in the community. I grew up in Englewood. Let me start here.
Right.
And let me get folks in the room, and let's have this discussion. Let me get youth in the room. And it was overwhelming.
What actually happened at the event? Do you feel like you got the message out that it should not be a stigma? Like, what happened?
So I definitely sparked a need for more.
Okay.
I sparked a need for more conversation. I sparked a need to have more raw discussion and more events like mine that bridge music and bridge information, because a lot of professional people don't come into the same rooms with regular civilians who aren't thinking, living, breathing mental health and mental wellness every single day. And that is what that sparked in me. And it sparked that in other community members, like, hey, I need to talk about this more. This is okay to talk about, and I can do it through this.
Right, and Ryan is standing over there in the performance area with one of your performers. Ryan?
Yep, I'm with performing artist Delmarie Nelson. You performed at the event earlier this month. How did you get involved, and why is this so important for you?
Well, I got involved because Bree, of course, she reached out to me and she asked me if I would come through, and I said, of course. And it's important to me because I have family members that have mental conditions, and I also have a lot of friends and people that I know who suffer from those same conditions or just problems in general. So getting to the bottom of it and discussing it and having conversations about it is important to me.
Yeah, how much does the performing art help with this and help people with mental illness or people feeling down?
It helps tremendously. It helps a lot because in the Black community, it's always been a form of healing for us to perform art and to just do music. That's like a part of our culture, as well as when people do it, even if they're not artists and they're still a part of that community, it helps because it builds community, and it shows that it's like you're not the only one going through it. It's a relatable situation.